Hey cousins, welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm your girl So Cosmic and this is my cosmic life. Happy weekend to you, or whenever you decide to watch this video. I'm hoping that you are having a great day, a great week, a great weekend, what have you. So yeah, let's jump into a collective general reading. I don't know what the pauses in my brain are like. Well, I don't know what that's about, but anyway, general collective reading. It is going to be general. It will not resonate for everyone, so please take what does resonate and leave the rest behind. All right, leave it for someone else. Let's see, what are the messages for the collective? I am using a new oracle deck that I have created. I haven't quite given it a name yet, but I'm very excited to use this deck. So let's get into the messages. We have the exit, someone making an exit, or you seeing the exit, seeing it's your time to make an exit, or you're seeing an opportunity, someone seeing an opportunity to exit a situation, a place or thing, people, person, place, people, place or thing. I don't know. There's an exit here though, okay? An opening to leave something behind. What else? The shadow. Maybe it's your shadow. Maybe your exit exposes someone's shadow. Is what I'm getting. Like, with you not being around, you making an exit exposes someone's shadow side. It exposes themselves to themselves, if that makes sense. They start to see that perhaps you were the light. You were the one that brought the light to a situation, to a place, and without your presence, you making an exit is what exposes their shadow traits. What else? We have the altar. This is about like where you're placing your focus. The intention, someone's focus here. Someone could have made an exit to address and focus on their shadow traits, their own shadow traits. This could be you doing this in a situation, or have done this in a situation. What else? We have the delay. This is when I was making this one, when I created this particular image, the intention was like a time capsule, like something being placed in a capsule, and that's the delay. Like when you dig up a time capsule, you get all these like artifacts, I guess you would call it, or like these relics from a different time period. So I don't know if you've ever dug up like an actual time capsule or been a part of like burying is that, I can never say that, burying a time capsule. Like the things that you put in it is going to be relative to the time that you're creating that time capsule. So I remember doing it way back in the 80s. Yes, I am telling my age. Doing it way back in the 80s. I was like 3rd, 4th grade, and we put in a cassette tape. There was like, I remember there being like one of those wristbands, and I know that's not like, they still make these, but like those basketball sweatbands, we put one of those in there. It was a specific like Nerf gun that we put in there. So anyway, it's something about a delay here, something about this shadow aspect of yourself, or someone's shadow aspect of themselves. Once they focus in on it, they can see how they have delayed themselves, how they themselves have put themselves in some type of like time capsule where they have stagnated their own growth, their own development is what I'm getting. And because of this, maybe you had to make an exit. Or they may, again, this could be you or whoever. There's an energy here of someone making an exit to focus on their shadow traits, or their shadow traits being now exposed because of another person or not being in a situation, some type of exit. And the delay here is this revealing of old patterns, old behaviors, old ways of thinking that have been dug up and resurfaced, those shadow traits, because someone has not developed or evolved or have not grown for some time. Okay, let's get one more. What else? We have the pause. Yeah, it's like someone was on a pause. Someone like paused time almost. But they're going through some type of initiation here. Like this is like the delay. This is the pause that they've had to take some type of exit to address and focus their intentions on their shadow traits, those undeveloped characteristics or traits about themselves where they just have not evolved and have stagnated themselves in some type of way throughout life. This could be in their relationships, in their career, just in their own personal development, what have you. But there is an energy here of that. So let's clarify. What is the exit? What is exit? We have the Seven of Swords. Someone, yeah, I feel like someone kind of was avoiding this for a while. That Seven of Swords is giving avoidance. Someone could like have ghosted also to like make this sneak exit because they realized they needed some work to do on themselves or something like that. What is this avoidance? Why? The King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Some of you could have been dealing with an emotional, unavailable person, masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. Someone who was emotionally unavailable, who avoided any type of maybe accountability and ghosted, made it like a quick exit to avoid some type of accountability. But the way the Seven of Swords is looking straight at the shadow, it's like they ran right into their own shadow. And so it's like they removed themselves from a situation, could be away from you, and realized that they ran right into their shadow. Like you or someone was actually like the light in their life that was maybe outshining their shadows, like overshining their shadows where they couldn't even see their shadow. Like that's why they couldn't take accountability either. That's what I'm getting. It's like something about you or another energy in this person's life cast such a light. Their presence casted such a light that someone else couldn't see their own shadow. Yeah, it's like they were oblivious to it. Four of Cups. What is the shadow? We have the devil herself. They ran right into the devil. They ran right into their own shadow, their own toxic behavior, their own toxic patterns, to some toxic attachment that they have. Like a toxic attachment to non-accountability, not taking accountability, not seeing themselves is really what I'm getting. Like this person really was kind of like, pew. Like if going over one's head was them and their own actions, this is their actions going over their own head. Like they couldn't even see themselves. Yeah. Ooh. Or Five of Swords. Or, child, someone made a quick exit to avoid some type of accountability and ran dead smack into a whole nother demon, just like them, a demon worse than a bigger demon than them, than themselves. Yeah. With the shadow. Here's the thing. When you make, and sometimes it's an unconscious pact that you make with the devil, right? With the devil being a construct, and a concept, an idea. We're not talking about a physical being. It's energy. When someone makes a pact with devilish energy, it's a contract that you're saying, okay, if I behave in this way, these are the things that I get. This is the devil energy. This is the exchange, right? So you're bargaining with the devil, basically. If I lie, cheat, manipulate, steal, kill, what have you, then I can get ahead, I can get over on people, I can get the things that I want without having to do a whole lot of work. It's just devilish energy that I have to embody. So the exchange is, you get those things, but you have to embody all those other things, those shadow traits. And when we've made a pact, this is the devil talking to you now, right? When we've made this pact, I'm going to keep my end of the bargain, but you're definitely going to keep your end of the bargain too. So just because you got caught over there doesn't mean you can lickety split out of there and think you're not going to run right back into the devil who's saying, hey, remember me? I'm going to win at all costs. Remember that contract that you signed up to and bound yourself to with these chains? Hey. So someone ran right into their shadow because they wanted to avoid accountability. They ghosted you. They lied. They cheated. They did whatever they did to you that wasn't on the up and up. And they tried to lickety split without taking accountability, and they ran right back into that motherfucker that they signed a contract with. The she-devil. What is the altar? But I feel like now they're trying to focus their intention on that shadow energy. Like there's been a light casted onto that energy. We have the King of Wands and the Eight of Wands. I feel like there's someone here too. I'm getting warlock type energy. Doesn't have to be, I get tired of going woo woo. I know it's out there though. I know there is people dabbling in these type of practices. Okay. Dark spiritual practices. You have people who claim to be warlocks and witches and parts of covens and all of that stuff. I don't get into all that, but I know it exists, and I know that I know how to protect myself against that type of stuff. But it's never harmful towards anyone else. But you do have people who do harmful things, baneful type energy, baneful magic, chaos magic, death magic, right? I am getting warlock energy here with this King of Wands. He could use lust, very lustful type energy. With that altar is like what you place your focus and intentions on. Someone could be focusing in on some type of intent to send lustful energy towards you with the King of Wands energy here. Especially with all of this sitting right next to the shadow, the devil, right? Someone could just be having intentful thoughts about coming towards you with some type of communication, sparking up, some passion again, something like that. It doesn't have to be always like overtly, that's devil shit. That's magic. That's lust energy. But it is. It's sometimes it's just subtle, okay? What is this delay? We have the Eight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Someone's wanting you stuck. They want to delay you. Ten of Wands and burden you down. This is also this person feeling burdened down by how things are moving forward around them, but they feel stuck. And that's because of that stagnant energy where they weren't doing any type of self-development, growth, of evolving or anything like that. And so they're really stuck in their shadow energy, this toxic devil energy, sabotaging energy with that Five of Swords that we saw. They feel stuck. The wheel is turning. They feel delayed in life. They feel delayed, like things aren't happening for them. But that's because they're bound. They are still contracted with the devil. And the way to get uncontracted with the devil is to say, yeah, I'm not participating in my shadow energy anymore. I'm going to work on my shadow. I'm going to integrate my shadow, because that's the thing about your shadow. It doesn't go away. It's always there. It's about integrating the shadow, but you don't focus in on it. It's a balance, and it's that temperance. It's alchemizing your light and dark sides. That's just the duality of the world. Like, you're going to have both sides, and you can't have one without the other. You just have to learn how to balance and integrate them in a healthy way. But someone feels stuck here. Someone feels delayed, that life is moving. Life is turning. They feel burdened down by this, and they feel rejected and left out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. Betrayed. Ten of Swords. In a lot of conflict, internal conflict and drama perhaps around them. Wanting some type of new love, a new beginning in love. Even wanting to know how to love on themselves. This person feels a lot of like they've been beat up in a battle with that Nine of Wands that I saw. What is this pause? We have the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This could be someone that you were in a connection with. Again, that someone could have ghosted you. This King of Swords being very emotionally unavailable, not taking accountability, making a quick exit, somehow running straight into his or her own shadow, his or her own devil, okay? And focusing in on wanting to have some type of communication, maybe reignite some passion, but feeling stuck. Feeling like things are moving on, the wheel is turning without them. And some type of connection between the King of Cups, Queen of Wands here is on pause. But someone definitely wants to make a romantic gesture. They could want to come in and love bomb and fire up that thing. Okay, that's a bit much. But they want to get it crack-a-lacking with the Ace of Wands. Crack-a-lacking, because baby, you looking like a whole snack-a-lack. You looking like a snack over there. This person has loves for you, though. They definitely want to come in. Knight of Wands. Fuck some shit up. They want to up. But I feel like you're very contained with yourself. You're working on yourself. You're working on your self-mastery, composing yourself. And this may come as a real surprise to them, because you are very much in an energy of independence, Nine of Pentacles, sovereignty. This person feels a loss when it comes to that. You guys aren't talking. This is stressing this person out. But there's some shadow work that needs to be done here. I feel like this is an initiation for this person towards their higher self, if they're willing to actually do the work on some type of shadow work, focusing and working on those shadow traits. It could be, addictions. It could be anger issues. It could be just some type of self-sabotaging type of patterns or behaviors, ways of thinking even. Let's clarify just a little bit more here. It's the King of Swords, Seven of Swords here. Sun with the Lenormand sun. Yeah, something being exposed here. This person could have, some type of truth coming out about this person was exposed. And yeah, I feel that heavily. Like there was some truth coming out about this person, their situation, something around this person's truth was exposed. And instead of taking accountability, they decided to chuck the deuces and make a quick exit. But they ran right into their devil shadow. Them getting away from you. Like, yeah, it's something about the light that you brought, the light in the presence in this person's life that you exuded, shined a light on their devil energy. It shined a light on their shadow. Yeah, they ran right into the devil. They ran right into the devil with the rider. Literally. I feel like that was by design. With that Wheel of Fortune, it was fated to happen that way. It's like, okay, we're going to pull the curtain back on this person's bullshit, and they're going to exit, or you're going to exit, collective. It doesn't matter. Someone's going to exit this situation, and this person's going to take off, thinking that they're going in a whole nother direction, which they are, but they're running right into themselves, which is their shadow energy. And this is the key, right? This is the solution for unlocking a more steady emotional flow, their wealth, their abundance, things like that. Because if you're stagnant, if you're not addressing your shadow is really running your life without you even realizing it. The shadow runs your life until you learn how to acknowledge it and integrate it in a healthy way. What is this King of Wands, Eight of Wands? We have Garden. It's kind of spun in the reverse. It's something about something appearances not mattering anymore. Someone was placing their focus on, and maybe that's part of their shadow. It's like the reputation, appearances, their image was very important to them. And now it's not, and maybe it's not, and maybe they're learning that that's a shadow trait of themselves, needing some type of external validation, acceptance, something like that. And maybe this person wants to come in and communicate that to you. House, Lily. Yeah, it's something about like images as it relates to, or reputation as it relates to maybe family. Could have something to do with like traditional values here as well with that altar. What's the delay with Eight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune? This person feels stuck, like the wheel is turning without them, that they have been delayed. There's some type of gift here. And maybe that is, the gift is the delay. So they can see their mask. It's something about false images, false appearances, just being fake. And something about their shadow not being addressed and integrated in their life. This is also a gift for you, where this person made this exit, and it allows you the opportunity for the wheel to turn. They were trying to stagnate you even, or they were stagnating you, even if it was inadvertently, because when a person isn't like progressing in their own life, or they're stagnating in their own life, they're not moving forward in some way in their own life, it has a very, significant way or prominent way or ability to stagnate the other people around them, especially if it's like in a romantic sense, some type of relational sense. It can get in another person's way of forward movement. And so the gift is, this delay for them is a gift for you. Things could have been going a little too fast also, is what I'm getting for some of you, in a connection with the Eight of Wands, Rider energy. So like something developing too fast, or things moved fast because it was very passionate. And so the divine had to come in and slow things down and delay things. And that delay is actually a gift. It's some type of protection. Whatever this pause is also, because there is a mask here. Someone wearing a mask, being able to see someone's mask that they're wearing because of the delay, because they were not moving forward. You could see that they were just, and because they could have given the impression that, you know, it was something very promising, but they couldn't keep up with you, or it was something about them not being developed, or underdeveloped, or slow to develop, or something like that, just stagnant in their life. And that delay, them stagnating you to some degree, is the gift. So you were able to see the mask, because maybe if things kept moving at a pace that they were moving, you would never have seen the mask. You would have never been able to clock how they were in your way, or how you were essentially going to be attaching yourself to some devil energy, because there's some type of toxicity, some type of shadow traits here that need to be addressed. And some of these shadow traits could be yours. You know, it could be that, you know, lust bound you two together. The passion, the chemistry bound you two together. So what is this pause? King of Cups, Queen of Wands. Official person. I'm getting for some of you, like this is like an official person that after a pause, after like some type of delay here on whatever this is with this person or with this energy, there's an official person, could be a King of Cups or a Queen of Wands, depending on how you identify here, coming your way. This could cause someone some anxiety. This could cause you anxiety too, when it comes to starting to date someone or dating again. It's the official person. We have Cross. Whew, some type of burden, some type of heavy burden. I feel like for a lot of you, this is just like a pause in a connection that you have with someone. It comes with a lot of burdens here. There's some karmic energy that's tied to this connection that needs to be addressed, and that's what this pause is all about. Before you guys can have a new beginning. Because right now it just feels like it's stuck, it's trapped, like there's no movement. I also feel like this person wants this new beginning, but they're on timeout. Someone is on timeout here, and they cannot have a new beginning until they address their shit. Yeah, this is going to take some time. And a lot of it has to do with them being a fake false person. Lying, cheating, stealing. Just not being honest. Okay, so that is what I have for you, my loves. I do hope it resonates. If it does, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.